Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a Intruder. Welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Well, last time we kicked off our brand new Insanity difficulty playthrough by nipping down to Eden Prime, where, to be honest, we actually had not too bad a time of it, all things considered. Now, part of that is because the Infiltrator, the class I've chosen to play as, is a mighty bastard with a sniper rifle that hits like a truck. But there's another reason as well. And we're going to be discussing that today because no one really seems to want to talk downstairs. So, we need to go and have a chat with Joker, and we're arriving straight away at the brand new look Citadel because, yes indeed, today we're going to be getting into something really important. The single biggest mechanical change that this remaster has made, which is going to have a really big impact on the gameplay and the game's difficulty. So, we're in for some rather interesting discussions today. Still, let's just get over to Joker, have a chat to him, get the ship into dock.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
I don't like Ashley very much, but on this occasion, she's right. Udine is a dick. He's an absolutely marvellous character, insofar as he's a slimy bastard and I hate him. So, welcome to the new look Citadel. This is lovely. You know one thing I've always thought about the Citadel? I never liked the fact it had a fake sky to it, because of course, yeah, I spent ages when I first played this game just not really realising what I was looking at, which is obviously we're on the inside of the ring at the very top of the Citadel. And then there's supposed to be the wards going off on the wings down the side. So we're supposed to be on the ring here. And that ceiling, that's just a fake. But I wish it wasn't, because I wish we could see out into, like, you know, space. The nebula. Those aren't real clouds or anything. You can see there at the end. It's just being projected. But if so, why is the sky blue? Why is it a human Earth sky? Because we're only relatively new to the galaxy. Like, surely it would be the sky that's more natural to one of the council races. Though, actually, I'm trying to remember what all the colours of their sky was. Like, we never get to see the Turian homeworld, Palavan. We go to a moon of it in Mass Effect 3. And as for Solarians, hang on, was where we go in Mass Effect 3 their homeworld, or... Okay, possibly that's got a blue sky too. Maybe everybody's just got a blue sky. Maybe that's just how skies work. I don't know how skies work. I'm not a sky scientist. Sorry, I got distracted there, but yeah, I've always wished it wasn't there, so we could actually see, like, you know, the nebula beyond it, and then the wings. Because I never understood for a long time that, like, you know, this is where we were on the ring. So, yes, that's where we are, right, to the Citadel, and this I love, by the way. Because I was saying last time on Eden Prime, one of the things I love about Mass Effect is it lets itself be alien. It's a sci-fi game that lets the aliens be alien. What's the first thing you run into on Eden Prime? It's the gas bags, a really weird alien species that's honestly not too important to the story, like, at all, actually. But, like, you know, you just run into them to remind you this is a weird alien game. What's next door to you in the actual Citadel? Who are the first creatures you run into? It's a Volus, and it's the Elcor, because, you know what, don't show us the humanoid aliens, show us the weird stuff, show us a flipping Keeper, right here, show us some Elcor, show us some Volus, that's marvellous, I love the Elcor. You know the worst thing in the entire Mass Effect trilogy? We never get to see Elcor in action. We never get to see them on the battlefield, because these guys are supposed to be badasses. They go into combat covered in armor with artillery on their backs. They're like slow-moving tanks. We should have seen them fighting in Mass Effect 3. It's a tragedy we didn't. We'll be back to have a chat with them later, by the way, because yes, there's a couple of little mini quests dotted about, but there's not much we can do for now. We need to go and speak to the council before really much opens up for us, so may as well just wander on our way, straight over to the tower. We'll catch up with everybody else later. Now, you can, if you want to, just use the taxi system to nip straight there, but no, let's go on foot, enjoy the new look Citadel, damn it. It's definitely a bit more colourful, I've got to say. I think, yeah, the trees are a bit more green, the water's a bit more blue. They've just made the whole thing look a bit more, you know, nice and colourful. Just a lovely place to visit in general. And as we reach the top of Citadel Tower up the elevator, oh my goodness, who's that in front of me? Is it going to be my best friend and one of the best characters in all of gaming history? Why, yes, I think it might be.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the Council.
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Oh, Garrus, I love you so, so much. We'll be having you on the team as soon as possible. Don't you worry. And oh, they've definitely made this area more green as well. I love it. There's just more plants everywhere. Yeah, Mass Effect 1 as it was used to just have a bit too much red going on. Eden Prime was ludicrously red all over. This place was very red. They've sort of, yes, mellowed things out a bit. Put a bit of a complementary green all over the shop. Very, very nice indeed. And there's a whole bunch of characters around here. There's Rear Admiral Kahoku, but no. Until such times we've spoken to the council, there's not much we can do. So let's just go and have a chat with Anderson over here and see what we've got, because we've got some plot stuff to do.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre. and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
In all fairness, this hearing is an absolute sham, because they say, oh yeah, the testimony of one dock worker, that doesn't count for much. How did the dock worker know Saren's name? If Saren wasn't there, how did the dock worker know his name? Because the dock worker specifically said the other one called him Saren, and the dock worker would be 100% able to pick him out in a lineup. So I'm really not 100% sure how this is not deemed to be pretty bloody compelling proof, actually.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
I'm not sure why Saren gets to be a 40-foot high hologram, by the way, because the holograms in the office were just normal human size, so yeah, he just gets to be giant for some reason.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
There's a bit more to this story between Anderson and Saren, but I don't think we get any more details now, so... Okay, 2 leads, let's see what we got out in the world. On the way, though, a whole bunch of subquesting just opened up, so... First up, Chorban, who is examining a keeper right there. We're going to want to chat to him. He's nice and simple. He just wants me to scan keepers, which I'm very happy to do because it's a lot of XP for basically no risk. Plus, it's free money as well. So, yep, do a bit of scanning. There's 30 credits. There's a tiny bit of XP. Get all of them. There's a giant pile of XP for nothing. Might even just be enough to knock me over into the next level. I don't flipping know. So, I'm just going to go around, grab all of them. Won't be showing off, like, all the locations. It's like 20 of them or thereabouts. I know pretty much where all of them are. We'll just be grabbing them as we go around. Oh, there we go. I just leveled up, hadn't even got the big XP dump. I just, you know, scanned for them. I must have been at almost the next level already, so, okay, I shan't say no to that. Not least as every level up is now worth 10 million points, and unlock sniper rifles. Oh my. Okay, I can't get to assassination, my main ability for sniper rifles yet, but it's gonna be available soon. Yes, here we go. So damage up and also accuracy 2. So, alright, we'll be moving towards that. Next level, I should have access to assassination. The ability to do one ridiculous mega shot. I love it. Now, other than that, what's the priority? Because, yeah, there's a whole bunch of ways we could go now. I could start going towards shield boost. So, yeah, that gives me a bit of damage reduction and also get the shield boost ability so I can get my shield back up in a hurry. Not a bad idea because, yeah, with the advantage of electronics, I'm gaining more and more shielding as time goes by. Plus, if I go in this direction, I'm moving towards medium armor. So then I can have even more shielding on my armor. So getting my shield back up in a hurry, not a bad call. Not a bad call at all. Not least does shields come back automatically. Health doesn't without the right armor implant. So yeah, if you can just stop the enemy getting through your shield, that's not gonna hurt. Plus unlocking fitness, not a bad idea. The alternative route down over in this direction is to start thinking about tech mines. This basically means my abilities like overload, damping, and sabotage. So when I cast that, it is called a tech mine. Now if I start investing here, then damage that does starts going up. In damping, radius starts going up. And in infiltrator, yeah, damage starts going up as well. So they're never going to do a huge amount of damage. In a way, maybe that's not the most immediate thing, just because, yeah, sabotage does 50 damage. That's hardly spectacular. It's not so much about the damage tech mines do, it's more about, yeah, the fact they overheat enemy weapons, so as a result of that, then again, bit of burn damage as well. Meanwhile, overload, more important because that does damage to enemy shields, so that one's a bit more crucial, I'd say. Damping damage doesn't really matter, again, it's more about the effect. It stops biotics using their abilities. Can be very useful because it was very easy to get permanently staggered by biotics in Mass Effect 1. So, yeah, 2 very good options. I want to also just keep Charm maxed out, just to make sure we can always hit all those lovely blue options. I'll tell you what, for the time being, I'm going to take 2 extra points in electronics, because that's not just more shielding, fair bit more shielding in fact, it also means I've got damping available. So next level I can take damping, then I can stop biotics messing me around if need be. Plus, you know, I'm very close to advanced overload, so giant pile more damage, enemy shields, and of course, 25% more vulnerable to damage for 10 seconds too. Very, very nice indeed. Ashley's my frontliner, so she can just have shield boost immediately, together with, yeah, just give her more health, more regen, keep her alive in that regard. As for Caden, I'd like him to have lift, but he's not quite there just yet, so what can you do? Instead, could let him, yeah, use first aid a bit more effectively. Yeah, go on. I'll move him up in first aid so he can provide support for the time being. Not least as neural shock's actually pretty good for just, you know, knocking someone off their feet, making them a nice easy target for my sniper rifle. Also, something I should point out, even though I'd never do it myself. So, those lovely elevator conversations that just, flesh out your characters, let companions interact with each other in various fun ways, you can skip them if you want to. There we go. So yeah, I could skip this if I wanted to. So yes, you don't actually need the elevators to do loading anymore. Actually, for the most part, they're actually about the conversations. So you can skip if you want to, and the elevators in general are a lot shorter. The game just loads a lot faster. So don't worry about that. Instead, just keep on scanning them keepers. I genuinely can't remember what Barlavon actually tells you, because I remember it's not really that important, like going to speak to Harkin down in the Chorus Den. That's way more important. But you know what? I'll come chat to Barlavon anyway, because he is right next door to the shops, so I can see whether there's anything good going on there.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune, but these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
That's what happens when you deal with a traitor like Saren.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
Ah, this is how Wrex gets introduced into the story. And the fact that Saren might be dealing with something so huge he's willing to screw over and annoy some of the most powerful and important people in the galaxy. Right, okay, yes, I've forgotten about this. Thank you, Bala.
How do I find him?
I heard he was paying Citadel security a visit. If you hurry, you can probably catch him before he leaves the C-Sec Academy.
I can't remember whether that means I can go and get Wrex right now, but if it does, we're going right there. Because, yeah, let's just say there's a bit of a fight waiting for me outside Chorus Den, and I want all the help I can get for that one. Ah, next door in the shops, unfortunately, yes, we still have this rather weird shopping interface where you speak to the shopkeeper, tell them you want to buy something, and then rather than just being shown a whole bunch of stuff that's laid out sensibly, you have another option where you have to choose between 3 menus, so you have to go shopping 3 separate times if you actually want to make sure you haven't missed anything. So, gonna be honest, was kind of assuming that to fix this, because this was always a bit of a clunky shop interface. Do always check your shops, by the way, because, yeah, down the bottom, you might find licenses. More licenses means more stuff you can buy back on the Normandy. And very often, they're pretty damn cheap. So, get rid of that, and also you can see there, seller all junk. So, yes, the items you can mark as junk in your inventory. If you don't want to break them down to Omnigel, you just mark them, then come here, sell all junk, nice and fast. So, we've got some decent stuff here. We've also got ourselves, hang about, a biotic amp, so I don't need that. Caden could have that. Bit of a duration bonus, power bonus, cooldown bonus. Leave it for now. I think that's not enough to bother spending money on for the time being. What I'm really after is potentially a sniper rifle if one happens to show up. Oh, you know what? For 600 credits, I'll take a shield battery too. Very, very nice indeed. But the thing is, I'm spending half my money on that, but I don't know what else he's got in his shop, because now I need to go back into his shop, tell him I want to buy something, and then tell him I want to view a different class of things in order to actually see what else is there. So I might have actually, missed something right there, though fortunately, yes, non-human armor, I won't need that just yet, because I've not got any non-humans. Though, hopefully, we can change that in a second. Oh, I tell you what, they've really polished up the old Krogan statue. That's now lovely and marble and everything. That's just gorgeous. And of course, no visit to the Citadel would be complete without visiting the Consort, which is one of those things that, the game politely doesn't really talk about. No one's really 100% sure what the Consort does, or all of the Consort's assistants do, because they talk a lot about, conversation and, entirely innocent massage and stuff like that, but if you actually speak to the people sitting in the area.
I see even the humans find the Consort irresistible.
Yes, there's definitely discussions about irresistible and whatnot. Now, no one ever explicitly states that this is a sex thing, but it's kind of a sex thing, yes. And the consort wants to have a chat with me, so obviously we're going to be doing that. Because as I say, this isn't a sex thing, not explicitly, but if we help her out, there is a possibility we get to go for a ride with her in her purple sex bubble. That's actually a thing in this game, yes.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
You see, as I say, this isn't specifically a sex thing, but she does just give you a cuddle halfway through the conversation and touches your face a bit as well. So, again, kind of a sex thing. I mean, as she says, possibly, you know, it's not a sex thing for everybody. But Commander Shepard, whether you're playing as M-Shep or F-Shep, yeah, they're just straight down to Platform 9. They want to get on the bone train, damn it. Nip back to the embassies, hack a couple of computers with a nice little in minigame. And yes, just one note, Hawking Eater, come here, fellow biotics diddly diddly dee. Well, I'm not a biotic, so we won't be going, and especially as don't go to that one for a while, because you need a lot of charm to sort that out without a hell of a lot of murder.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
Oh my goodness, it's this tiny little quest here. So yes, this police officer wants this lovely Hanar to stop preaching because he doesn't have a preaching license. So, okay, let's sort that out because it's just a lovely little thing you can interfere with to sort it out, because that's what you do as Commander Shepard. You just go around the galaxy sorting out the world's most low-stakes problems. Occasionally, you save the galaxy. 90% of the time, you're just sorting out, you know, small local disputes. It's great.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I think you should not be calling them jellies within earshot of the Hanar. That has got to be a hate crime. Right, let's have a chat to you, because I'm pretty sure we can just, you know, with all our charm, talk you into buying the license, or alternatively, like, you know, just naffing off or whatever.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
So, yes indeed, he's talking about the Enkindlers, who are a precursor race that, yes, they call the Enkindlers, everyone else calls the Protheans. But, yes, you can't preach without a preaching license, alright? That's the law, so you've got to obey it.
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
And indeed, this is unworthy of you. The Enkindlers did not uplift you so that you could go and cause trouble and break all the laws.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
Okay, I was kind of assuming because that was blue that was going to get a better response, but I'm sure they wouldn't want this.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
There we go, nice easy resolution, loads of Paragon points too. You want to just do these little missions, because, yes, boost your Paragon meter, that unlocks more bars of charm you can actually invest in. Charm means you can do more difficult checks down the line. So, the little things like that are often a very good way of getting loads of Paragon really fast. And possibly this guy will pay me too.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
And we get ourselves, okay, 122 XP, tiny bit of Omnigel, which, you know, I'd never thought about this before, but, I mean, he was treating that like it was a currency, so, I don't know. Omnigel never really shows up again. It's a big thing in this game, where you can break down a whole bunch of technology into Omnigel, and then use it to, like, you know, repair the Mako and stuff, but then it never really gets mentioned in Mass Effect 2 and 3, together with the fact that, yeah, weapons are supposed to cool down. That gets kind of lampshaded in Mass Effect 3 by Conrad Verner. We'll get to that someday in the distant future when I do Mass Effect 3. But yes, the fact that weapons used to just cool down by themselves and then go over to a finite number of, you know, heating thermally clip things you need to actually carry around with you, and thus you could run out of, and as a result of that your weapon can be left unable to be utilised when it didn't used to be the case in this game. Yes, that does get brought up, though not really properly explained. Okay, now this I'm looking forward to. It's time to head down into C-Sec to hopefully pick up Wrex, and if we can just, yep, skip over this little conversation in a second, then the loading times might be a hell of a lot shorter, because, yeah, the game's just loading right now. Then we skip the conversation, and then, oh, bloody hell, that was... Wow! That elevator used to bloody crawl down into this room. Now it just... Wow, okay. That I like. Also, that looks like Wrex over there. Okay, so, Ashley... It's been lovely to see you. You've been very helpful this game. Have fun down in the cargo hold where you'll be for the next 30 to 40 hours.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Wrex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Yes, human.
Oh, I love Wrex so much. He's got such a fun opening. Just, you know, basically walking up to the police and saying, hey, I'm gonna go murder this guy. You gonna stop me? No. In fact, I'm then gonna walk away from you. So you have to vaguely, pathetically say after me, oh yeah, you can go, by the way, after he's already started walking away. Wrex is just so good. I love him.
I'm trying to bring down Saren. Barlavon said to talk to you.
Barlavon is a wise man. We may share a common goal, human.
Enlighten me.
I've been hired to kill the owner of Korra's Den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
He betrayed the Shadow Broker.
A Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run. She wanted to trade information for a safe place to hide, so she went to Fist. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead, he contacted Saren.
What does Saren have to do with this?
Well, the Quarian has something that connects Saren to the Geth. He paid Fist a small fortune for her.
If we get our hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. And the Council will have to listen to us.
Saren might already have her.
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club. You help me kill Fist, she's all yours.
I want to know more about your employer.
Can't tell you much. All I got was a coded message with the details of the job. Standard procedure.
What about Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down too.
He might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation. Wanted to speak to the doctor at the med clinic.
Move out.
Oh, now this is what we wanted to see. Yes, Wrex is amazing, because so far, Ashley Williams has been, you know, my tank, my frontliner, all of that good stuff. Now Wrex, he does all of that, except he does it better, and he comes with biotics too. So, yeah, Kaidan and Wrex, that will do very nicely as a starting point. And actually, that is officially a well-balanced team, because yes, I've got myself good bit of biotics between Kaidan and Urdnot Wrex. We got some good tech between me and Kaidan, and between me and Wrex, some good hitting power. So yeah, this is actually a really well-balanced team. Love it. And even better, it sounds like we can pick up Garrus before actually moving into the club as well. So better and flippin' better. See up here in the docking bay, where I've come just to scan a keeper. Isn't this so much more of a cool view than a fake sky in the Presidium? This would be so much cooler, with, like, you know, the nebula in the background and the arms with the ward stretching down them. That's just so much better. That should definitely be what you see when you look up from the Presidium. Oh, and wow, the lift is just... Okay, I really enjoy the lift. Whizzing down at ludicrous mega speed. That's nice. Down into the wards proper, Emily Wong just wants me to collect any, you know, dodgy dealings Fist might have been doing in Cora's Den. So yes, I'm just going around collecting all the stuff that I need for... Okay, there's a loading zone right there, marvellous. Yes, anything I need to do in Cora's Den. So, the Consort, Emily Wong, Wrex, all the rest of it. Oh, and there we go with a ridiculously jazzy bit of music that is completely unique to this quest, by the way. Yes, I have got all of the keepers, and that means I get myself money, XP, journals. Also, this area is... Yeah, the Quasar Bar, upstairs in Flux. This used to be, like, deserted. Now it's full of people, so... Okay, the area is just generally a bit busier as well. This is... hang on a minute. Is this a very similar game to in Knights of the Old Republic? I just hadn't really realised it before, because this is the first time I've played Mass Effect since I played Knights of the Old Republic. It basically is as well, just without the deck. So yes, get close to 20, don't go over. Why not? So keep adding some random numbers. Yeah, it's a simplified version, if you will. So, okay, best I can do is just keep going for 1 and 8. 19. You know what? I've just made some money, so I'm just going to not play anymore, because I'm already flipping rich. I can retire and give up this life of crime. That is, yeah, I think more patrons, more dancers. Flux in general is much more the place to be in this version. Marvellous. So also, hang on. It's time to, having got that, go and pick up Garrus as well. I want to pick up everyone I can before we head to Cora's Den. So, okay, Wrex, me and you need to have a chat. Specifically, it's time to get you good at things. So... Okay, assault rifles are probably going to be your strongest card. I mean, you're pretty good with shotguns. Krogan Battlemaster's a brilliant skill, just, yeah, health regeneration, melee damage, resistance to physics forces, so give him a bit of regeneration. Every subsequent point is only another 0.5, so 1 point's the absolute bare minimum. He also does have throw and warp, but no lift, which is a bit of a shame. He's got stasis, which is... You can upgrade it as the player really well. Him, not so much. So I want him to have health, ideally. So, yeah, fitness would be very useful for him. Let's get him straight up to that. He's now got himself a shield boost. I can give him 10% more health immediately. And immunity. This one's changed a bit. I think they reworked it, because old immunity was a little bit on the banana side. So now, yeah, 6-second duration, reduces health damage by 75%, doesn't reduce damage to shields. That has definitely changed a tiny amount. Probably should put the rest into weapons. That'll do as a starting point. Okay, prepare for a fight here, because yes, the med clinic is just around the corner. We were told Garrus is there, and that should mean we can pick him up right now. So... welcome aboard, Garrus.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut, or Who are you? Let her go.
Ah!
Take cover.
And now we've got these guys at the rear. But yeah, I've got a good chance of hitting all of these guys. And guys. No. You just throw him to the ground. Who else have we got, by the way? I don't know, but just knock him over, and then can I get a shot at him? He's kind of... There we go, sniper rifles. You gotta love them. As for him, he's trying to use a weapon. So sabotage, big thing it does is, stops his weapon working. So that's going to cause trouble for him. Also, he's dead now, so that's nice. There's another thug right here. He was caught in the same thing. His weapon is... well, it's actually not broken. It's just, yeah, it won't cool down anymore. So, anybody want to hit him with Warp? That bypasses shields and does a lot of good damage. Is he dead, by the way? There's another one. Okay, there's way more of these guys than I remembered. So, how about you just sabotage him as well? He's been hit by a few bits and pieces. One overload, and then just wait for him to pop out, please. Anytime you're ready. Any minute. Where is he? He's still... excuse me. Please come out. Oh, he's getting his shield back now. Dear oh flippin' dear. Right, I'm just going to get round the back of him. Because, yes, thanks to hitboxers, I can just get him in the leg right now. So that's no good for you at all. All abilities on cooldown. Yeah, abilities spend a lot of time being on a cooldown in this game, actually. But I'm sure that's... Wrex! Wrex, get out of the cocking way. There we go. Job done.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
Yes, Garrus is a bit of a renegade cop, by the way. He's a space cop, but he doesn't like playing by the rules, so you've kind of got to either say, yeah, you know what, you be space Dirty Harry, that's fine. Or you could say, hey, maybe, like, you know, take it down a notch. Don't take pot shots at people while they've got hostages. So we're going to try and, you know, take him down a bit of a nice path. He has a few relapses along the way, but eventually I'm sure it'll work out for him.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Fist. They wanted to shut me up. Keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
The one I told you about, Shepard.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Mass Effect 1 was very elegant, by the way, because you could come to all these different pieces in different orders, and the script always had some voice lines ready for you. So on this occasion, I found Wrex first, I went to go and get Garrus second, haven't been to Cora's Den yet, so I haven't actually spoken to Harkin. I've kind of just bypassed him entirely in this playthrough. Normally I don't do that, but yeah, there's always just lines ready to go. Wrex acknowledging that you're receiving information you've heard before. It's just... very elegantly put together. It's very open. You can approach it in any direction you want to. I love Mass Effect 1. It's wonderful.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for us. When we hit him, we better hit him hard.
So, okay. If I bring Garrus along, then I'm going to be lacking in biotics. Because obviously Wrex is coming along, because why would Wrex ever not be coming along? Ooh. You know what? Garrus has got a personal stake in this. He said he wanted to come along. He's the best and we love him. So we're bringing him along too. So we're going to have plenty of firepower, but we're going to be lacking in the old biotics, which could be a bit of a problem, actually, to be honest. Because, yeah, we could really do with biotics in the early game. They're very useful, but we'll just make do. The one downside of playing as an infiltrator is, yes, Garrus just doesn't really have much of a place on your team, because... you're also a sniper. You've got the same tech abilities he does. He's kind of an infiltrator too. So he's the best and we love him, but we don't necessarily need to be travelling around with him all the time. I feel like, yes, Wrex and Liara, when we get her, that's going to be the best combo to go with Infiltrator Shepard. But on this occasion, we're taking Garrus along because we love Garrus and he's the best and he's my best friend. And he also needs some upgrading, so let's immediately get him up to sniper rifles. And if we can get him up to... I can give him 1 point. Marvellous. 3 points remaining. Yeah, you can see there he's got basically all the same skills you do. Though he actually comes with first aid. It takes him a while to get to electronics for whatever reason. And yes, increased damage and accuracy. Not so important, to be honest. Probably better. I give him shield boost just for a bit of survivability, because he doesn't have much health. I say that, he's got the same amount of health as me. I don't have much health. Wrex, he's the one with the health, damn it. And I love how his massive face just fills up the entire screen right now, as opposed to, you know, Shepard, who's just sort of there. But no, Wrex is just, you know, filling up the whole damn thing. Wrex is great, I love him. Now, you see, what would normally happen at this point would be you go to Chora's Den to meet Harkin, and then on the way in, a couple of assassins would try and ambush you, and weirdly, it's one of the most tricky fights in the game, because you're very low level, and guys, where are you? Okay, they'll catch up later, it's fine. But yes, I'm not sure whether they'll even spawn on this occasion, because I've kind of now, well, not really sequence broken, but like, we've skipped forward past the first meeting of the Den, where you meet Harkin and he tells you to go and meet Garrus and diddly-diddly-dee. Instead, I've now just kind of gone there directly, so I'm not sure whether the assassins will even ever spawn in. Oh my goodness, it's Conrad Verner!
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
And we're going to be super extra nice to Conrad, because previously, yes, he kind of got a bit, confused. And in Mass Effect 2, he always acted like you were renegade, even if you weren't. So I'm really hoping they fix that flag. So if I'm nice to him now, he's going to act like I was nice to him in Mass Effect 2, because I've never seen that scene before.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Verner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
They say a lot of things. I was too busy killing them to count.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
That's not all we're going to be seeing of him. When we come back to the Citadel later, we're going to have some follow-up chats there. And perfect timing, just before we hit Chora's Den, I've managed to squeeze another level up out of just, going around, looking at things. Because, yes, in this game, just reading terminals, looking at things, you get a tiny bit of XP, and it's just nudged me over the edge again. And that means, oh my, assassination, you say? Though, yes, I've only got 4 points on this occasion. You get loads of skill points for the first few levels, then it starts slowing down a bit, understandably. Still, I do have... oh, assassination. So yes, now I've got an ability that means my next shot with a sniper rifle does ludicrous mega damage and purges heat if need be. Recharge time isn't even terrible either at 45 seconds, so 3 more points. Charm's already at maximum. I'll take damping, so I've got it. I will take advance to overload, so I can take down shields more effectively. Yeah, radius is not a bad idea. So another 10% radius right there for all my abilities, including sabotage, which is pretty darn good, all things considered. Though, again, the damage isn't the key, it's more about the weapon overheating business. Or move towards fitness and medium armor. Yeah, I'm going to say that's a better bet, actually, just for the time being. Let's make sure I've got some health, some armor, some defense, etc. Wrex, meanwhile, gets to unlock shotguns because Wrex is just, he's a shotgun user. You can't make a Krogan not a shotgun user. That would be unacceptable then again. You know what? I'm going to actually move in the direction of throw, because it would be useful for him to have that too. And he's got barrier, by the way. On top of having all the health in the world, and, good armor, because he's a Krogan, he can put on heavy armor and whatever. He does also have, barrier for even more survivability. So that's just a giant pile of extra health too. And Garrus, you can have assassination as well, no trouble whatsoever. And maybe... yeah, you can do the first aiding for the time being. So you just hang out at the back with a sniper rifle and a packet of plasters just in case we get into trouble. Now, time to find out whether we've still got assassins or not. So... no, I think I've actually managed to break the assassins so they just don't show up because they're just not here. Though, that means we're just skipping straight to the tougher fight inside, I'm guessing. Yes, so Saren's supposed to send a handful of... oh, bloody hell, I'm already being shot, actually. Yes, Saren's supposed to send some assassins to deal with you. But on this occasion, he's just sort of not. So just hit him with the sabotage. Take you down right over there. We have some more thugs. Watch out, there's... no, guys. Do not push forward, too fast, too hard, anything. There's one guy at the back over there. Not sure whether we can really hit him till he chooses to... expose himself. I see you. Now, one thing I'm good at is taking out shields. So, hit him with that. How's my shield doing? Okay, for the time being, go to, marksman. Get over here. While I've got my thing up, just hit him knock you down. Are you dead, buddy? He seems pretty darn dead. Now, there's one guy up there. I might just be able to hit him a little bit if I'm lucky. Not yet. That's not his leg. It's a thing behind him. Use the map. Oh, there's a lot of them, by the way. Yes, based on the map, there's more than I thought, actually. Okay, I see you over there. Grenade! And just take you guys out as best we can. Careful here. They're kind of charging, and I don't want to be here while they're charging, actually. Guys, on me. Fall back, okay? Everything's under control. Krogan bouncer. Do not... Guys, I need to see the Krogan. Okay, use warp. That's going to stop him regenerating health, which is good. I'm going to use sabotage to try and knock out his weapon. Now he can't regenerate health, and I'm causing him damage over time with the pistol. Down he goes. Alright, everything's okay. Seriously, you're determined to get that guy, even though he's kind of not really there, actually. Right, I should be able to get around the side of this guy right now. Hit you, taking a little bit of damage, but not too much here. Not too much at all. We're under control for the time being. I see this guy, but I feel like it's time for sniper rifles, actually. So just get over there, and can I see you? Is that your leg? Okay, I think it was, actually, and down you go, buddy. Remember, headshots do bonus damage these days, and hello over there. Down you. Oh, he just took that, and you can also knock things over, by the way. I've got a bit of an overheat going on, and last one, hang about. How about we just assassinate? So heat goes off, and definite flipping kill. Love it. Could have exploded this, by the way. That's a nice, easy way to... As I was saying, could have exploded this. That's a nice, easy way. There we flipping go. So, okay, we're cutting through them nicely. Now, you may have noticed something in particular here, which is, that was a little bit weirdly easy, actually, wasn't it? Yes, this is the biggest change they've made to the game. They've made the early game much, much easier. Now, the reason for that is Mass Effect 1 was, in the style of Knights of the Republic, a very old school RPG. So, even though it looks like a shooter, it didn't really behave like one under the hood when the game first came out. So, in the early game, your accuracy was atrocious. Even if you were pointing your gun at someone and going bang, 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 what you were seeing wasn't necessarily happening. And in particular, the guns had a ludicrous amount of spread. Now, by the end of the game, that was gone. You could actually hit a target, even at long range. But they've massively reduced the spread on all guns. So, even though I'm, you know, baby's first pistol, baby's first character, I'm pretty reliably hitting precisely where I'm aiming. Now, what that means in real terms is, my effective practical DPS in the early game is hugely higher than it used to be. In the late game, there's going to be no difference. It's not going to make any change whatsoever, because by the late game, once you invest in your weapon skills, your accuracy is high enough that you're going to be hitting your target anyway. But in the early game, it felt like your DPS was really low on the higher difficulties for the simple reason many of your shots weren't hitting. The game was rolling dice in the background. The spread meant your shots weren't landing on their targets. Now that's not the case. The early game is a lot easier than it used to be, even on Insanity mode. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about this change, for the simple reason there's stuff on both sides. One, Mass Effect 1 had a really weird inverted difficulty curve, which is some of the early fights, like say Krogan Battlemaster, these assassins, Chorus Den, they were some of the toughest fights in the game, whereas later in the game it was relatively easy. Now, I don't mind that, because it meant Commander Shepard had a really interesting arc, where, you know what, you grew into being a Spectre. By the end of the game, you were just walking through the geth that might have caused you trouble earlier in the game. That meant there was a nice feeling of progress. But on the other hand, it does mean the game is a lot easier. Although that level of ease does drop off. So by the end it's going to be the same, but right now the early game is way easier than it used to be. But then it was kind of ludicrously hard. Like, the old Battlemaster fight was ridiculous back in the day. And I'm assuming it's still, you know, pretty bloody nasty, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. Now, is that a good thing? Like, should a game have an inverted difficulty curve where it's harder at the start than at the end? Possibly not, but this is probably the biggest thing they've changed. This here, if you want to point fingers and say, oh no, it's no longer an RPG, it's more of a shooter, this is the best evidence you've got. The reduced gun spread means it's a lot easier than it used to be. Is that a good or a bad thing? It's hard to say. So, okay, let's head inside and wrap this up, because we've still got some stuff to do on a timer yet. Number one, a couple of guys here want to have a chat.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
So how about we just, you know, shuffle these guys along, no need for trouble.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
I love that random line at the end there, I just never liked Fist anyway. That's great.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
This is why we travel around with Garrus and Wrex, because they just have the best banter. They're both absolute bananas people, in a way. They're just, you know, so up for murder, murder, and more murder. Any chance of a new sniper rifle over here, actually? Oh, yes, a hammer too, I'll take that. And you also just pick up random stuff as you're going along too, so I've just recovered that off a corpse, I guess. So Wrex can have a good little shotgun, lovely. In fact, you know what, Wrex, you're going to be travelling around with me, a lot, actually. So how about we give you, I mean, cooldown reduction or shield bypass but a reduction in damage. No, that's kind of garbage. I think I'll leave you be for the time being. My sniper rifle, though, that is, oh, blimey. Okay, much higher damage. Well, I say much higher. No, that can't possibly be worth it. Though I'll need to look into this because, yes, like I was just saying, accuracy is now basically just kind of built in to every weapon. But if every weapon can just hit the target wherever you're pointing from level 1, then what's the point of the accuracy rating? Because that used to determine spread, but now it kind of doesn't matter. So is that stat now kind of meaningless? I don't know. I'm going to need to look into that a bit more. Also, I completely forgot to install the shield battery I actually bought. Yeah, giant pile of extra shielding. That's the stuff I want, yes. And as for Wrex, just pile more health regen on him. Alright, he's a Krogan. Give him some first aid tech. He will just keep regenerating health all day. And he's got 10 million health points, so he can just tank for as long as you flipping want. Okay, rifles out, in we go. Time to take care of good old Fist himself. So, hang about, Fisty, old buddy. How about what we do is I activate an assassination, and in just a second, he's going to bring up some turrets. Okay, now he's hiding, so I'm just going to... Oh! Okay, I'm going to be honest, I was expecting, you know, my assassination shot to do a lot more, but I have brought the techies along, so it's going to be fine. Alright, sabotage, all the rest of that. My shield is taking some bad knocks, but that's all okay. Oh, now he's popping up a little bit. Okay, you don't actually need to take out Fist, by the way. Take out his turrets and he'll just go down. So, one more shot, please, and job done.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Now, you can let Fist live, in which case, you will run into him in Mass Effect 2 in Mega, if I recall correctly. Unfortunately, I've got Wrex with me. Wrex is a bounty hunter, and he's been paid to kill Fist, which means, Fist ain't getting a happy ending today. Sorry about that. Also, Shepard, bloody hell, that is a terrifying stare.
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location. Now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
What are you doing?
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of surprised that, you know, Garrus was the one who stood up and said, wow, I can't believe you just shot somebody. I mean, Garrus should be 100% on board with this, and... okay, I'm gonna have to pretend to be annoyed with you. Oh, Wrex, I could never be annoyed with you.
A lot of people died because of him. He had it coming. Now let's move. We have to save that Quarian.
And we are indeed on the clock right now, so... Okay. I need to go over to Pistol, because Pistol's gonna be a lot faster at dealing with all of this nonsense. Okay, just got to balance, you know, having to be alive versus being in a hurry. So, alright, who we got? Who have we got? Who have we got? Forward, into cover, and if we can... Yeah, I'm lacking in biotics. A good singularity right now would be great, by the way, so just go, 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 go. Missed every single shot there. No, there you go. Them headshots. That's a nice little bonus right over there. You just went straight down, buddy. Right, keep pushing forwards. Only 3 odd left. I think they're all on the right. This is very easy. It's got to be said, like, this is a massive, massive increase in the level of ease going on over here. Okay, hit them with sabotage, and I'll hit this guy with overload. Then we're just going to get out of the way. Your shield should be down, buddy. You're dead right over there. You've still got summer health, but I'm pretty sure your weapon can't be used for too much longer. How much damage is Warp going to do? By the way, just to stop that guy healing up. And, oh yeah, not much. Not much at all. This is lovely. This is absolutely lovely. Down you... Oh, no, you don't. Okay, don't get caught out in the open. Generally a bad idea. Sabotage him again. Just keep sabotaging him. And he's trying to get his shield up. I think he was using shield boost there. Now we got 3 minutes. No problem. I believe that's it. Now we can just walk over there. So... I feel like I need to prove this to you, by the way. If we just go over to gameplay, this is insanity mode. Like, it doesn't feel it. I'll admit, I really feel like the difficulty should be higher at the beginning of the game. But what can you do? This is the choice they've made. It's the one thing I don't like as a change. I think they've reduced the spread too much. Now every gun just feels a bit too powerful. Still, let's go meet Tali, the best character in the game. I love Tali. Tali is the best. Probably best go over to rifle for this, however, so open her up, and here we go. Let's go save Tali.
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
I love Tali's journey, by the way, which is she's naive and young enough at this point that she honestly didn't realise the Shadow Broker wasn't going to be meeting her personally, but she's still streetwise enough to realise when she's walked into a trap and it's time to get the flip out of dodge. So, again, singularity here would be marvellous, but that's not going to be happening. So, toss down a nice overload to that guy and... we've knocked him over. Look at that. That's the physics damage right there. That guy's not dead, but the sniper rifle can just knock him straight off his feet. It's great. Nice little, yeah, beautiful thing right there. Are you dead now, by the way? Well, somebody's dead. There's an assassin. He's trying to use immunity. He's kind of in cover, by the way, and ideally, I need... No one's got throw or anything, do they? Okay, has anyone got anything? You can stop him healing with the warp. I'm going to go into assassin. So, here we go. And go! Oh, look at that assassination.
Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
I just realised, did I remember to pick up the evidence of Fist's corpse? Because I might not have done, and if so, I'm not sure whether I can actually help out Emily Wong anymore. Hopefully I've just got it on my person. No, you need to actually... Okay, slightly forgot to pick up the evidence, and now it might potentially be lost forever. I kind of forgot to grab that. I'm pretty sure you need to grab it.
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
Are they some kind of new alien species?
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her? The Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
You can, by the way, if you want to, just not really have a team with you. I'm pretty sure you can bypass Wrex entirely. Tell Tali you don't want her to join you. Hang on, is there a way to bypass Garrus? I think you can bypass Garrus as well. You can't bypass Liara, you have to get her. But I'm pretty sure you can actually complete this game with just your two starting folks, Ashley and Caden, and then Liara. So even if one of them were to somehow go missing later in the game, I don't know, maybe you lose one of them down the back of the sofa or something, you'd still have two people to travel around with you for a full team. But yeah, you can just sort of miss out on various companions. Don't do that though, because they're wonderful and we love them.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
And yes, indeed, I'd say at this point we definitely want Wrex and... oh, Garrus, you've got a personal stake in this. You can come along too. But on the way, nice easy way to pick up a bit more, Paragon or Renegade. So, this guy's got a wife. She died in Eden Prime. He wants the corpse back. There is, however, a very good reason for that.
Serviceman Nerali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You think her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Norali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
Now, you can just straight up say, no, this isn't cool, release the body, but on reflection, I felt like the right thing to do is, if her husband can be persuaded it's the right thing to do, yeah, actually, this would be the right thing to do. She could save many lives going forward, so yes, I see your point, that's fine.
I'll tell Mr. Bhatia about this. It might make it easier for him to understand.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Right, back downstairs, see if we can wrap this up that way, because I'm pretty sure you can. Just, generally I don't, I just see a blue option and click. But thinking about it, yes, this feels like by far the most ethical way to sort this out in terms of the best overall good that can come out of the situation.
Mr. Bhatia, your wife died defending humanity. We still need her help.
What right does the military have to hold her body? She's already given her life.
She died a hero, Mr. Bhatia. And now she has a chance to save even more lives.
It doesn't matter. She's dead. I just want her to come home. I miss her so much. Let them run their tests. Let my wife save lives so that others are spared the loss I feel today. Goodbye. Thank you for finding me answers.
I feel like some of the hair could still potentially have done with a bit of work. Like, the faces are pretty good, but some of the hairstyles still look a bit, blocky, shall we say. Also, can I go back to the office and, very quickly pick the safe? Oh, this doesn't look promising. Oh, never mind. It does look fine, okay. Apparently, there's a bit of a backup. This room just stays open if you sort of forget to... Yes, sorry, should have really just picked that up. Right, we can return that to Emily Wong, and also I'm robbing this guy while I'm here. Also, I'm not sure I even really need Harkin at this point. I've kind of got what I need already, though I will tell Septimus to shake the flip up.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
War. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
It damn well couldn't hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort. Even if she won't have me back.
Now get up and get moving, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets. Why is that? Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this datapad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the L-Corps.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an L-Corps diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Alright, so that's that taken care of. Nice and easy. I'm now curious what happens if you actually speak to Harkin, because I've kind of just bypassed him. I don't need his information, I've got everything I need already. So what does he say in this case?
Go away. Let me drink in peace.
Wow, he literally refuses to speak to you and just gets drunk instead. Marvellous. Next up, having recovered that material I kind of forgot to recover previously, just drop that over to this lovely reporter Emily Wong right here.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
And, oh, I can offer more apparently.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Okay, I feel like that wasn't a Paragon option, because you're never actually going to give her that interview, but okay, sure, whatever. And I do believe while I'm right here by the market, where I just spoke to Emily, you, chappie, you've got something useful if I recall correctly. One license, but on top of that, ooh, Medigel upgrade. Honestly, those are pretty damn good. Yeah, what can I maybe sell you to get up to 3,000? Because I don't have that sniper rifle, I'm not keen on that. What else could I get rid of? Medium armor Turian. By the time, yeah, anyone's ready to wear that armor, we won't be needing it anymore. We'll have found something better, so that's all absolutely fine. And with that, we can get ourselves a Medigel upgrade. So now I can carry more medicine with me at all times for more healing, and as time goes by, that's going to be important. Maybe not so much now the difficulty's been toned down, because I should stress, like, the enemies have got as much health and accuracy and dilly-diddly-dee as they ever did. It's you that's been changed. You've just got way more accuracy. So, in the early game in particular, you are so much stronger than you used to be because of that change. Also, I've leveled up, so I shouldn't forget about that. And honestly, just, yeah, sniper rifles seems good. Then again, medium armor seems tempting as well. Ooh, or I tell you what, that's a 5% and 5% right there. I'll just take that immediately. Then, shield boost and also moving towards fitness. Yeah, you know what? That's a good start right there. Let's just move in that direction. And then next level I can get fitness and medium armor and just an extra 10% health, which is not going to hurt. As for Wrex, let's get you in the direction of throw, just so you've got that ability to hand. And Garrus, move you towards, there we go, there's medium armor. I'm very sorry, I just sold the only medium armor we had, so I could buy some first aid. So, okay, I was wrong. We kind of got up to medium armor much faster than I expected. What can you do, eh? And time to just very quickly drop off that evidence to the Elcor right here. Just in case you've never played this game before, Elcor are the best, because not only are they giant walking tanks who go into battle with literal artillery on their back, but they speak like this.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
I love them so much.
I've come to talk to you about your little problem.
Curious. What do you know about the consort and her relationship to me?
Because it's not just the voice, it's the fact that because their voice is like that, in order to communicate with the rest of the galaxy, they actually begin their sentences with the intonation you should assume ought to be applied to it. It's just lovely.
It was a Turian named Septimus who found out your secret.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari Consort.
Here. There should be proof enough for you.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
The greatest tragedy in the Mass Effect franchise is we never got to see an Elcor in action. The second greatest tragedy is you don't actually get to read the evidence that demonstrates, you know, what his secret is, because I don't know what kinky, weird sex stuff Elcor are into, but I really do want to know, damn it.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Elcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see you. Your uniform fits as though you were born wearing it. You are a soldier through and through, proud, solitary, alone, but it gives you strength. That strength is what kept you alive when everyone around you was dying. You alone survived. You will continue to survive. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
I'm not sure whether the wrong dialogue just triggered, by the way, but, yes. I'm not actually a soldier. Well, okay, I am a soldier, but I'm an infiltrator. Should say alone, though. Maybe that is the infiltrator line. I honestly can't remember. Now, you can just say, thanks, or very astute, in which case you just basically get told, great, now be on your way, I've got more important things to do. Or, if you ask, that's it, then she also lets you have sex with her in her purple sex egg. So, I mean, why not? We're going to run into her in future. We may as well. Go on, then.
Close your eyes and relax, Commander.
Also, Garrus and Wrex just sort of stand nearby and, watch, because they never actually leave the room. But, yeah, it's not subtle. I'm not, reading into this. We definitely go and have a go in her purple sex egg. Right there, you can even see we're inside the purple sex egg. And whatever's going on, I hope Wrex and Garrus enjoyed the show. Yep, there we go. Lovely.
In light of your efforts with the Elcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you.
Well, that's pretty much everything we can do on the Citadel, so time to go and turn in the evidence, and would you believe it's gonna end well for me.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
She must be working with the Geth, too.
Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
There's kind of a little bit of a plot inconsistency here, which is there's actually plenty of evidence of the Reapers floating around. Like, literally, there are dead Husk Reapers in the galaxy. Whether we're just supposed to assume they've never been discovered before and they get found by Cerberus between Mass Effect 1 and 2 is unclear, but there's definitely evidence floating around. But, I don't know, maybe it just happens to come to light between the events of Mass Effect 1 and 2.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region. Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
I love Wrex. I love Wrex so much.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
And with that, I'm now a Spectre, giving me all sorts of extra new toys I can play with, but some of them I can't access just yet because, yes, I just don't have any points available. But yes, now I can start using Unity, so restores dead squad members to life. I feel like that should maybe say, like, you know, brings unconscious squad members back up to their feet or something, because dead is certainly a, odd way of putting it, given at the end of the fight they'd have got up anyway. They're definitely not dead game. And the moment you're a Spectre, everybody wants your attention. So Admiral Kahoku's now willing to chat, he wants me to track down a team, and Gareth over here, he wants me to track down a missing brother. So, you know, we'll get round to them when we've got a moment. The game is also a bit misleading here, which is, it says go to C-Sec and there's new stuff available for you. There's not a chance in hell you can afford it, though. Oh yeah, let me just root around the back of the sofa for the 313,000 credits I keep there. I mean, it's good damn gear, but I cannot afford it, no.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
And there we go. Anderson, it turns out, was the original, well, potential human Spectre, but it did not work out. And, just inspect some weapons. You see, look at things. There's some XP. I love just getting a tiny bit of XP just for interacting with the world to reward you for learning. It's lovely. In which case, for the very first time, on to what is now my ship. Including the lovely... I love the airlock. I love how the ship is connected to the Citadel. If you actually want to go into the ship, you have to walk up to the ship.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
And there we flipping go. Got my own ship, and for the very first time, hang about. I'm allowed to... How do I look outside? Where's the look outside option? I just saw it. There we go. 21 XP for looking out of the window. Marvellous. So, I've got my own ship, and yes, indeed, I can now use the galaxy map, and I can pretty much go anywhere. A huge amount of the galaxy is just open to me immediately. So, okay. I would say that is more than enough for now, ladies and gentlemen, but... I am a Spectre, I've got a ship, I've got a galaxy that is just waiting for me. Next time, I think we need to go get Liara, because having a specialist biotic on board, pretty bloody important. She's going to be a hugely critical part of the team. So, that's where we'll be heading next week, which also involves, of course, taking the Mako out for a spin, because they've changed the Mako a bit too. I can change it back if I want to, so... We'll have a think about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll experiment with various configurations of the Mako, see which I like best, see if I like what they've done to the old girl, but I liked her as she was, so we'll have to flipping see. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Mass Effect. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Wait, and flamethrower! 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 Okay, so this is definitely morally questionable. The point where you start singing the flamethrower song, potentially you've gone over the line.